Imagine you're building a new app for a client. You have got a tight deadline, and the project is full of moving parts, features to develop, bugs to fix, and feedback to incorporate. Whether you're a solo developer or working with a team, having a clear plan and tracking progress is essential for delivering high quality software on time. And that's where Agile methodology comes in, helping you stay on track every step of the way. Hi, I'm Ajita from KnowHow Academy. Today we are going to talk about how to plan, track, and manage software development projects. We'll cover essential concepts like agile methodology, user stories, sprint planning, and daily stand-ups. We'll also discuss how these practices can be implemented using project management tools. So if you want to take a development process to the next level, in this video we are going to cover Agile methodology, Scrum and Kanban framework, key Agile practices, and lastly, use of project management tools. Managing a software development project requires not only technical skills but also understanding of project management methodologies. Today, we are going to discuss the most widely used methodology in software development, which is Agile. We'll dive into some key practices and tools that can help you manage your project effectively. So let's start with Agile, a flexible iterative approach that is widely used in software development today. Agile focuses on continuous delivery and flexibility. The main idea behind Agile is that projects are better managed in smaller incremental stages rather than all at once. So let's have a look on Agile's lifecycle steps. Step 1, concept or initiation. So as you can see, here we have, this is the Agile methodology in full. This is an Agile development model where you have different steps, and we'll take a closer look at what these steps do actually. So first is concept and initiation. The project idea is outlined, goals are defined, and high-level requirements are gathered. This all comes under requirement and analysis, where we actually do the groundwork and have all the requirements from your clients and make your documentations. Next is step number 2, which is inception or planning. So here we go, that comes under your design. The team plans the project, breaking it into smaller manageable tasks, a product backlog, a prioritized list of features which is created. So this is how your designing is done. Then comes step number 3, which is iteration or increment, or in the terms of Agile you can call it sprints, which is development, occurs in short cycle. So what do you exactly mean by sprint is development in smaller pieces. So sprints are typically of 2 to 4 weeks. Each sprint include sprint planning, where we define the task for the sprint, design and development, we create the features or fixes as planned. Lastly, we do the testing. We test what is done in the particular sprint, and lastly, we review and take feedback. So the product owner or customer reviews the increment to provide feedback, and this you can take under coding and testing. So basically the design part, we are here, this is the basic terms which we have for any software development model, and in terms of Agile we are taking design, coding and testing under sprints. So that is how we make smaller versions of our functions. Now step number 4, which is release or deployment. After several iterations, the product is ready for release. It may go through final testing, bug fixes, and deployment. So here, the sprint you have created go under some iterations, some testing, some fixes, and then it is released. Step number 5, which is review or retrospective. After each sprint, the team holds a retrospective meeting to evaluate what went well and what could be improved. So here we can also take it in between deployment and maintenance, that we do hold a meeting to check the release which we have done, how it is performing. Then comes step number 6, which is maintenance. So here under maintenance, we have the post-release support, including bug fixes, performance tuning, or adding new features is carried out here. The product continues evolving based on feedback. The agile lifecycle is highly flexible, allowing the teams to adapt and adjust to changes throughout the development process. As you have seen, lastly we have the maintenance. So here we see how the sprint which we have created, it performed, and what are the bug fixes which can be done, and what are the new features which we can add. So maintenance happen after your retrospective. So then again we take the requirements, we again make the sprint where we design, code, test, then release, deploy, and again maintain. So this is how the agile life cycle works. Next up, we'll see some more framework based on agile, which is Scrum and Kanban framework. Scrum is an agile framework used for managing and completing complex projects through iterative and incremental development. It focuses on delivering value in short, time-boxed iteration called sprints, which usually takes 2 to 4 weeks, as we have seen earlier. Next is our Kanban framework. It is a visual management method that focuses on continuous flow and efficiency. It is not time-boxed like Scrum and doesn't require fixed length iterations. The goal is to optimize and manage the flow of tasks through a visual system, more likely Kanban boards. So both frameworks aim to improve efficiency, but Scrum works best for projects requiring clear milestone and iterative progress, while Kanban is more suited for ongoing continuous delivery with less rigid planning. So if you are someone who wants something to be done based on your milestone, then you can go for Scrum framework. But if you want to just complete your task and you're flexible with the changes, then you can opt for Kanban. So now that we have covered the Agile methodology, let's take a look at some key Agile practices that helps team to stay organized and on track. First up, writing user stories. In Agile, user stories are fundamental way to capture requirements. A user story is a simple, clear description of a feature from the user's perspective. For example, a user story might be, as a user, I want to be able to log in using my email and password so that I can access my account securely. So that is how a clear description of any sprint or a clear description of any particular function is known as user story. User stories should be small, achievable, and valuable to the end user. They help the team focus on delivering features that matter most and keep the customer's need at the forefront. Next is sprint planning. So as you can see, sprint planning is a meeting to plan the upcoming sprint and prioritize the backlog. So this is where the team comes together at the first of each sprint and decide what they will work on. During sprint planning, the team selects user stories from the backlog, estimates the work involved, and set goals for the sprint. So effective sprint planning is crucial for a successful sprint. The team should understand the scope, prioritize their task, and ensure everyone knows what's expected of them. And then comes the daily stand-up. So daily stand-up is a meeting where team members discuss what they have accomplished, what they're working on, and if there are any blockers. So this is a quick daily meeting where everything is discussed based on what they have worked. So daily stand-ups keep everyone aligned and allow the team to address issues early It's a simple but powerful practice that helps the team stay focused and on track throughout the sprint. Next is your sprint review. So, a review of the completed work during the sprint and a demo to stakeholders. This is what a sprint review is. Next is your sprint retrospective. As we have previously seen, a meeting to reflect on the previous sprint and identify areas of improvement, and after that, the maintenance takes place. Next is your backlog refinement, a meeting to overview and prioritize the product backlog. So, these are basically certain meetings, certain needs given to you to work upon under your sprints. Next, we will see how project management tools can help us out. So, tools like Jira, Trello, and Asana are designed to help teams apply agile practices and manage their development product. So, if we take an example, Jira is a widely used tool in agile development. So, if you simply search Jira on your internet or search engine, you can see this is the interface. So, this is a very minimal tool which you can use for your software development projects and use agile practices. So, Jira is a widely used tool in agile development. It allows you to create user stories, plan sprints, and track the progress of tasks in real time. So, you can create several boards or for Scrum or Kanban, making it easy to visualize your workflow. So, that is how you can use any of the project management tool to integrate with your software development as well. Other than them, you also have Trello and Asana. So these are also great tools for managing projects. While they may not be feature rich as Jira in terms of agile specific functionality, they are highly visual and easy to use for small teams or less complex projects. Regardless of the tool you use, the key takeaway is that using a project management tool helps you maintain communication, track progress, and ensure that your team stays organized no matter which methodology you're following. So, there you have it, a breakdown of Agile methodology and some key practices like writing user stories, sprint planning, and daily stand ups. And remember, using tools like Jira, Trello, or Asana can help you implement these practices in a practical and effective way. So, whether you're working with Agile methodology or any other, having a clear process in place is essential for success in software development. So, explore these methodologies and tools in your next project. So, before we end this video, let's quickly have a rundown of what we have seen. First up, we saw what is Agile methodology. Then we learned about Scrum and Kanban framework. We have seen some key Agile practices, and later we saw the use of project management tools. So, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, share it with others and let me know in the comments which methodology do you prefer or what tools are you going to use to manage your projects. And I'll see you in the next video.